As the truck sits now, the engine is out. Now I found out what the problem was. The bolt actually came out, backed out, and locked up the clutch right here. Look at that. That is what caused the issue. That's what locked up the clutch. Made it right to push start the thing, right? I'm gonna do this. Anyway, now I've got all of this. This video is about the install. And then the first drive, that's a whole another video. But guys, let's get this install going, and I'm going to do my best to show as much of it as I can. Guys, let's get this big beast to the table. I got to show you all this stuff and get it all in. Let's go. Well, check this out, guys. Basically, it's a boat electronic system with this really neat little radiator. Check that out. How awesome is that? Got the little reservoir, and do not take those bolts out. They are thread locked in and sealed. And here's the actual little water pump. It also comes with a 3S to power the fan. I might do something a little bit different. We'll have to see. It comes with adapters to get the motor wires to the ESC because they mount in different places, obviously. But anyway, you also get this right here, which has got some wires and Velcro and all that wonderful stuff. The instructions. Okay, the instructions. Look at this. Each page, including the words, has got full color pictures. Look at this. There is no way to mess this up. These are the best instructions I have ever seen. Full color printed. Wow, that is going to make this install nice and easy. So yeah, it's time to get this going. Let's go. Let's get this going. Obviously, the motor assembly goes right down into here. The ESC, the radiator, battery plates mount up over here underneath the bottom from what I understand. Took the JS mount out. So this right here will actually have a battery in this. This still uses the reverse in the transmission, so you still got to have the servo down there. Still uses the disc brake, so you still got to have that servo right there. So yeah, time to start step one. So the battery tray bolts in right here underneath these bars. And there we go. Keep all your used bolts because you will need to reuse them. But battery mount is in place. Up next, we have the cooling pump. And apparently this mounts right down to that, which I need to flip over. So got to take these bolts out, flip that over, and then I can put that in place. I got to tell you guys, dealing with all this thread lock has been a real nightmare. That's mounted up, and if you look at the picture, the reservoir is already mounted over there. Let's see what step 3 is. Bolting in the ESC to the main crossbar opposite the water pump. It goes into this hole right here. Now, on this side over here, unlike with the little water pump, you got access to the bottom, so we can go ahead and bolt that right in. ESC is in place. It sure is getting crowded around that motor area. But on to step 4. Step 4 is the cooling storage tank. All right, now that goes right down into there, which looks like I'm probably gonna need a longer bolt because of the thickness of this. But okay, let's get it on there. There it is. It needed a longer bolt in my opinion, but it's in there. It's in there. Step 5, we got the radiator and fan and the 3S LiPo. I think I want to do something a little bit different on that just to make it easier on me when I go to run this thing. And the radiator is in place, and according to the instructions, this is where the 3S that comes with the kit. Actually a nice Ovonic battery. I like the Ovonic batteries, but I'm going to try something else, and it'll take a little bit more wiring, but this is where the kit battery goes right here, and that will just simply plug in right here on the fan. I'm going to do something a little differently so it's all nice and easy right back here using an 8000 milliamp 3S. Step 6 is running the water lines. All right, let me get this done. This is where I'm at. I've got the pump right here running up to the radiator right here. The one that was here goes to the reservoir. This one runs over to the ESC. This is going to run to your motor, and also there's another one that comes off the motor as well. But I got the step 6 is putting the motor in place, so I really need to put that in so I can get this finished up. So as best I can tell, I've got everything routed right. I did say to zip tie these so things don't flop around, which is always a good thing. You got to hook up the motor wires, and the pump actually gets power from the receiver. Now there's a wire over here in the stock harness that goes back to the receiver that I can actually power it from. So yeah, should not be an issue at all. Go ahead and get that primed up, and then I can do what I need to do with the other stuff. I've got it priming. What I did was I took this out. You can see the water flow coming out of it. Pretty darn good, actually. You see it coming out pretty darn good right there. So the whole system is primed, ready to go. Now I'm just simply going to connect this hose back to here, and the whole system is ready. Nice. Let's look at the disaster which I have created. And this is because I don't want a 2S to power the servos and all that stuff, then the 8S to power the ESC for the motor, and another 3S up here. This way it's all running off of one 3S and then the main batteries to power the vehicle. Here we go. 3 BECs because I don't have a big enough BEC to power these servos. Those Beast 1000s, that brake servo, even the shift servo a little bit is going to pull a lot of juice. So 2 10 amps hopefully will get the job done. So these right here, you see they're labeled 9. That means they are set at 9 volts. This one at 7.5. This is the one that powers the receiver, because the wires on the ESC had the red wire cut or removed because the way it works all through with the servo. Now, did I have to go through all of this? Absolutely not. I could have just simply put everything in, wired it in, and been pretty much ready to go. But I would have had, again, you know, 2 4S, a 2S to power the system, and then a 3S. I'd have had 4 batteries. Right now I can do it with 3. This is all for simplicity while I'm out there playing around. Plus I got an 8,000 milliamp 3S, which should last a lot longer than, you know, the 2,000 I had before. So this right here does not get plugged up, but we are ready to power this thing up, and hopefully no smoke comes out of it. Plug this little XT30 in. That's what actually powers everything. Before I plug this in, since I've got 2 BECs running to the exact same port, you know, to try to get 20 amps versus the 10 amps at what they're good for, I verified the outputs. They are matched on the outputs. If one is lower, this one will constantly try to raise this one, and this one may cut back, and it could cause a lot of issues. So we are just simply going to plug this in, and hopefully things will turn on. That is the water pump. I've got steering. That's my throttle forward, which you don't do that because it's the brakes. And then that hits the brakes. You can see them working down here. All right. Awesome. Real quick, one more time. 3S in. This right here, these cut it down to 9 volts for all the servos. This will make 7.5 for the receiver. One more time, just to try to explain this before I neaten all this stuff up. You got a 3S in. This right here makes it 7.5. This is just a 10 amp BEC for the receiver. These two are 9, so they're doubling up the amps to hopefully help everything work. Hopefully they can take the load. Now, this fan right here takes 3S. So that gets straight 3S right here. Okay, I've got everything up. I've got the basher batteries on it. Go and power up the ESC. Hopefully no smoke. Okay, that came up good. Let's see. it's got the clutch on there, so the motor is going to free rev, so there's absolutely no need for any kind of sensor on this particular setup, because that motor is turning before it ever engages. Man, when you stop, you're hitting the brakes. I'm still got in my head that the motor's going to do the stopping, but no. Man. Woo, man. Okay, I gotta do a lot of wiring cleanup here. As I'm finishing this up, I noticed a little something not quite right with the steering. Yay! I guess my first drive video might be a little bit timid, but we're gonna drive it. And I've also got 2 of these ordered already. So I'm like, yeah, the heck with that, I might as well keep a spare. So there you have the install of the electric kit by Fine Designs. Now, the steering, I do have 2 of those ordered, 2 of the servo savers, because, well, I guess I need to keep one in stock, right? I've got an idea to kind of beef them up a little bit. When I get that done, I'll show you guys. Now, the install went pretty darn good. It was kind of hard to see some of the pictures though, but I got it all figured out. Hopefully I was able to show you guys what you need to see. The little clip at the start where I was kind of push starting it, well, if you want to see all of that, just keep on watching in this video right here. So we're going to end it with, make sure you're subscribed, guys. Sometimes the algorithm will just kind of keep sending them to you. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Check that description. I'll link all this stuff down below. And guys, enjoy this final little clip. So yeah, the clutch is locked up, right? So I got to try to crank it because I got to get one last drive being gas. Let's see what happens. On, everything is on. Green light is there. Let's try to choke it. Gas is awesome, but I think I'm going to like that electric a little bit more. Now let's see here. Oh wait, let me prime it. There we go. All right. Come on, baby. Haha. Have you ever push started a Raminator? Come on, big boy. I'm gonna do this. The final run begins now. So I can't exactly stop. Gotta keep driving. I push started a Raminator. There is an awesomeness to the gas, but oh, I thought the clutch broke free. But that should be nice when I gotta tear this thing apart. I still love that suspension change I did. Well, you know what time it is? That was it, guys. the final run of my gas Raminator. Oh yeah. If you're still watching, you are top shelf. You are the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter. You are phenomenal. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. Now, down below, there are links for the products you see, also for channel memberships. If you guys want to be a part, channel members get early viewing on pretty much everything that I can. So guys, check that description. There's a lot of info down there. Thank you all for watching.